All right, welcome back to the Davey Gillum Show. We're joined tonight by head football coach Davey Gillum. Coach, thanks again. I know you got a busy week there. Thanks for taking time out of your day to come and join us right here again. We're in week 9. I can't believe it. We're joined tonight by offensive coordinator Aaron St. Clair. Coach, thanks again. I know you've got a busy night. You've got 2 little ones at home.
Yes.
We're thankful to join us out on the show tonight as well.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir.
So, Coach,
Always.
this is how many years with us now?
Third. Yep.
Year.
So, first year we win a state championship. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, way to go. That's the way to come in.
Now, you were at Central for that, right?
Yes, sir.
How many?
Oh, hold your mic up.
Sorry,
Coach.
you were at Central before that. So, now were you part of one state championship?
One state championship there, the second one.
Yeah.
They had back-to-back in
Got
2018, 2019, and I was there for 19.
For 19.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. So you've won a couple state
Yeah, I've
championships.
got a couple now, so it feels good.
Awesome.
So hopefully getting a third.
Yes, sir. We'll work for that for sure. Coach, a big win at Gibbs. An emotional win, an 8th straight region title right there, unprecedented in the history of our school. We keep stacking them right there and saying, this is unprecedented at 4 in a row, unprecedented at 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 in a row. And Coach, it's 8 in a row now. Started the streak with the 2017 team and have run it all the way through the 2024 team, like a 43-0 region record. I think something like that.
Somewhere in there.
Just an incredible run. Congratulations to your staff and your kids and your whole organization is really part of that. And just want to thank everybody for that too.
Yeah, it is a lot bigger than me, obviously, and it is the consistency and the continuity of the organization where Aaron and Jim, I think a few of those guys just been with us for the last few years, but the majority of us have been together now 12, 15. You've been with me 16 years since I've been here. But it is that consistency that's helped. But again, it's the infrastructure of having more than one guy do everything. It's all you do off the field and on the field, and then everything John does. And
got a great booster club, Coach. They do a super job supporting our team.
But just from Coach Craig to all those things, it's really more of a holistic approach. And it's one thing to maybe you correct me on the numbers, but I'm trying to remember the school's first region championship.
Coach, I think we won a region championship in 2001, but I think there may have been one before that, but I'm not sure what year that was.
I think 1 may be the first one.
Okay.
And then 13 was our second.
Yes.
And then
14 was a runner-up.
Yes, and then 17 we won it.
Yep. And
we haven't lost a game since.
Right.
So I think the thing that you're most proud of is just the progress in the program. And all that infrastructure and all that work from our whole staff and administration and all the work in the community.
Right.
Not just to win them, but we haven't lost a region game now in 8 years. So that's a big deal. Again, only Alcoa I think's got a streak longer than that. And again, Alcoa is the most storied program in Tennessee history. So we need a few state championships to tag on top of that, but that is where the program's been climbing, where we're in that state championship category. But that kind of dominance says a lot for the program.
Gibbs, Coach, they were undefeated, had basically run the table on 8 teams in a row.
It was averaging 40-something points a game offensively.
They had a huge crowd over there, tribute to their folks over there. They had a great intro ready for us.
Great sports community. They got a lot of involvement there, and a lot of resources there from their, with Kenny Chesney, Morgan Wall, and all the things that have went on in their community.
I think Morgan Wall was at the game too. I think he was there for.
I'd heard that.
Got to watch that. I didn't see him, but my wife saw him. I think she was telling me where he was.
But they had put a lot into that game. They'd put in a lot into this season. They made the claims that this is the best team they'd ever had in school history. They had said, usually people, even an Alcoa would maybe be a little more modest in the preseason about winning another one, but they'd made claims that they were going to win this one, and definitely had us circled and called us out several occasions, and even week before the game. So a little bit of nerves going into that game, but they did a lot in the pregame to maybe try and rival.
Almost made it a home game for us with all the smoke and the fire and
But they came out on fire, a lot of energy, a lot in that game, and we can go into the offense-defense part of it. Coach, offensively though, I felt like we had a good game plan. Came out a little bit slow.
Yeah, we were slow starting. I like what we had put together, but we didn't execute how we wanted to out of the gate.
What were some of the things giving us a little trouble early?
I think they came out and we told them that they were going to be fired up, but I don't think they
came quick off the ball.
They came quick off the ball. They were coming fast.
A lot of movement up front.
A lot of movement up front, giving us, we knew they were going to move around some, but I don't think our guys were ready for how fast they were going to be. And so it took us a little bit to get settled in. I think in nerves we dropped a couple balls.
On big third downs.
Big third downs. They got us off the field, but to our guys' credit though, they regrouped at halftime. And
so at halftime we talked, make some good adjustments, talk about some of those adjustments, because really second half,
different ball game.
The end zone was the only thing slowing us down.
It was. We really said we like these formations. We got to get these players the ball. And we said, hey, we like these plays. And to our guys' credit, they went out and executed them to the exact level that we wanted.
Well in the roof, 14 carries, 187 yards, 4 touchdowns, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4, like Coach Chadwell back there does back there. 4 touchdowns on the night.
Oh, he was unbelievable. I mean, you think that he's fast, but I mean, every time you see it, it still just impresses you. And then breaking tackles,
just a crease.
As an OC, how's that feel? Call the play, and typically the play may get you 10, and next thing you know, we're in the end zone.
Oh, it's phenomenal. I mean, just the pure speed and knowing that he can house it no matter where we're at on the field at any moment is great, because you're always on the edge of your seat, like, is this going to go? And then we've seen a lot of speed out of Whalen, but we saw some power and breaking tackles.
We'll see a clip here in a minute. He did a spin move I haven't seen him do in his career. He did one the other night. It was spectacular. Really great.
He was on point.
And we had talked in the off season about, we knew Whalen was fast, but because of the guys we've had in front of him, we didn't know, and he didn't know, but how good he could be. But to his credit, he's gotten better every day, every rep, and he's still getting better.
Oh, he's still getting better. And the thing that I wish everyone could see is the transformation of him from 2 years ago to now, and just how far along he's come. I mean, scout team back to
took a beating.
Yeah,
could only go a few plays at a time.
And he had
so out of gas.
Exactly. If he broke a long one, he was out for who knows how long. Also, knowledge of the playbook. He knew some of the playbook, but
that's true.
Like last year and this year, he's really taken ownership of his role and understanding what he needs to do, and he can tell you what everybody's doing on every play now.
Early on when Landon got here, I saw him even helping Landon out early. So as far as success stories as a coach, nothing to do with wins and losses.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, he's a kid we'll talk about for a long time.
Speaking of Landon, 7 of 18, 190 yards, two big touchdowns, a great one to Wolfenbarger, a great one to Strickland right there, just incredible.
Yeah,
he made some plays with his feet too.
Completions weren't as many as we'd like, but he did exactly what we asked him to. Executed, as we mentioned earlier. Right. We didn't execute to the highest level to help him out either, but he does a phenomenal job as well. People don't realize everything that we're asking him to do as far as reading the field, RPOs, pull the ball.
Speaking of reading the field, Coach, talk a little bit about Riley Wolfenbarger's play. You see a guy drop down. I think you said you saw a guy drop down, and not only did he drop down, he came and just left Wolfenbarger with a seam.
Well, that was Strickland. He left.
Or Strickland, okay.
Yeah. We faked a
great play.
A little screen. It really. We thought it was going to go. They kept trying to roll coverages, and they're trying to get more people in the box. Definitely scared of the run game, and trying to keep.
Okay, yeah, we'll do next.
Trying to keep Whalen from getting going, but then. It was messing up some of the RPOs we're throwing. Landon did a good job of taking whatever was there, but we got a beat on it in that third quarter, and we had called an and go, and we thought, here goes cover zero. We're going to get it. At the worst case, it's Trent one-on-one, and then the guy over Trent blitzes right at the snap.
Thank you. He's running wide open down the field. No one's there. Just got throw and catch. Did it. Coach, we got some great video right here of the game right there. We sent that in earlier today. Brad's got it for us, ready to roll up right here. Let's get
Coach, on the offense, talk us through some of it. You got to talk fast.
All right.
All
Just warn you.
right.
So down here, we're actually on defense.
Yeah.
They got the ball 1st and goal at the 1. We'll see where we're at right here. And lose 3 yards. I mean, defense, Taylor Davis, the whole DL just comes in and smokes them.
Yeah.
This was
Luke Carroll, great play.
That was a great goal line stand. You know, this offense that's averaging 40-something points never got in the end zone.
Run a little option right here, Coach. And Reese Russell.
Yeah, Reese Russell I wouldn't say the game was live because he's like that every week. Yeah. But, man, he was so good.
Great play in practice today, too.
8 tackles, an interception.
But you can see the DL, the linebackers, our edge defenders, Trent Strickland, Gabe St. John, just did a fabulous job of setting the edge for negative yards.
Again.
That's what we're looking for right there. Not just taking on a block, but going through a block and creating a negative play. Trent Strickland right here.
Kennedy with a swing route right there, but they throw that.
Well, you know, Trent pulled the trigger like he was going for it, and he just so athletic, redirected and intercepted the ball too. Just Trent Strickland, again, one of the best players in the state of Tennessee, whether you're on offense or defense.
He took a beating, Coach.
He did take a beating.
He's athletic.
I think if they could go back in time, they would probably say no Moss a little sooner in the game, because this game they play with Fulton this week is going to be a big game in region standings, and he's not going to be very healthy. He's definitely limping.
Another one right there fumbled the ball, and we got that back right there. Jeremy Hall with the fumble recovery. Ball's loose.
Gabe St. John
takes it back for 6.
Yeah, rarely does the ball bounce up so friendly for you.
It did right there.
Again, another one. We got coverage rolling. Trent Strickland coming from the backside. Picks that one off.
Yeah. Just a great play right there. So smooth with it, and then just makes a great decision right there. Get down, we get the ball back at the 49-yard line, take it in and score.
Yeah, then right here at the end of the game,
wheel route.
They get Bennett singled up one-on-one motion. Bennett's calling.
Great story forever.
Go ahead, Joe.
This is a big 4th down early in the game that we had practiced, and this is a great job by Landon and Trent executing it, understanding exactly what we need to get for the first down.
We needed it and got it right there.
And then here we go heavy down in the red zone, try to get on the board early, and this is a great job by everybody up front.
Waylon burst.
Yes.
Look at that thing.
Well, he
runs over a guy.
Great job.
Yeah, now Waylon is strong.
Yeah, he is. He'll be on the show in a little bit, Coach.
This is one of the formations we talked about that we liked, and here's Waylon showing his
spin move right there.
Running through some tackles, spinning off, and then
outrun a guy to the end zone.
The acceleration to go from a stop and outrun everybody is just next level. You know, he did that on several occasions. I think 4 times the other night, where he's come to almost a complete stop while the people chasing him are still going full speed. Just that's college football type stuff.
That's great reading, great throw by Landon right there to get us out of a 2nd and 20.
Yeah.
And then next play, Waylon once again shows the speed. All right, comes from almost a dead, not a dead stop, but he shows the acceleration of just the pure speed pulling away from the defenders.
Too close. Pull your mic down just a little bit. There you go. All right.
So here we got, this is the call we were talking about, Coach. Does a good job firing it in the window right there.
Yeah.
And Trent, again, showing some elite speed himself. Last week he pulled away from West. Here he's from a complete stop and outruns the entire Gibbs defense.
Then here's the play to Riley. We talked about Waylon is good eye candy right here, and he pulls the defender off of Riley, and he's wide open.
Yeah, that was a good call, Coach. The wheel route by Waylon coming out of the backfield caught the corner's eye. Yep. The corner leaves Riley on a post route. And it's a great throw, but
it just shows the pure speed just draws people's attention right off the bat and gets other people wide open.
Yeah, but a good night for the offense. Coach, you can talk a little bit about your staff on offense, but our offense has been pretty dominant this year too. Playing the teams we play, we're still averaging, is it 44, 45 points a game, and really, we both know those numbers could be a lot higher depending on, what I'll let you call late in the third and fourth quarter.
That is true. Well, first off, we just have an incredible staff. There's so many bright guys with so many good ideas, and then our players can execute so many things at a high level. It's a big process about, hey, what can we do and what can we do well? What do we want to incorporate? And our staff does a great job of saying, hey, we should narrow it down to this. and try to focus on getting good at this. Coach Branch and Coach Russ do a great job with the offensive line. We put a lot on those guys, and they're ready to play every single week. Coach Ford and Coach Braden do a good job with the receivers. There's a big rotation. Guys got to know a bunch of plays at different positions, and they make sure that everyone's squared away. Coach Moog does a great job with the tight ends, and Coach Craig does a great job with the running backs. So
Coach Branch, he co-OCs with you, and you guys this winter put a lot of work in. A lot of study time in the summer. Getting ready. And we all put a lot of time in together, but he kind of heads up the OL and some of the run coordinating, and you kind of put it all together.
Oh yeah, he's phenomenal. I don't think anybody watches more film than he does, just as far as, hey, these are formations that are good, we need to attack this player. He does a phenomenal job of saying, hey, these are the things that I like this week, and these are the things I don't like this week. And so we focus on this in the past, maybe we need to move on from it, and then, hey, this is something that I think that we can be really good at, and we do a really good job with that. So he's been a big asset to our run game and offense overall in general, and we definitely wouldn't be where we're at without him right now.
So, Coach, how long you been married now? You're young.
5 years for me.
5 years, and you got 2 kids.
2 kids. Yep, 2 and 10 weeks.
2 and 10 weeks.
Okay, so you guys work extremely hard this off season. We put a lot of time in, and super proud of you guys for the time. We go right into the season. Game 1, you have a newborn, right?
Oh yeah. Born on Sunday, and we play Powell on Thursday.
I won't lie, I was a nervous wreck.
Somebody else did that too, by the way. I don't know if you know or not. He did that same thing when he first
John
got
David
here.
Was born
right week. So,
but honestly, it's probably a blessing though, because I just sat at the hospital and just looked at X's and O's all week, and it probably worked out for the best. So I didn't have to worry about school. I took the whole week off and just got ready for that game.
But how's that journey been this season with wife at home, new baby?
The hours are long, and the free time is none. We are up early in the morning watching film, and then it is kid time, and then during nap time we're watching more film, and then it's kid time again, and then kids go to bed, and it is more film time. So it's early morning, late night, watching film, trying to get ready, with lots of running around on your feet in between.
Both my boys grew up in the program. It's a tribute to who they are today and what they do today. It was great for them to be in our program and to grow up with these guys, and I hope your family gets to do the same thing, because it's been a real treat for me as a dad to watch my kids grow up in the program, and Coach Gillum's getting to do that right now as well. And so hope to keep you here a long time.
I'm about to say, I can't believe how fast the last 2 years have gone, so I can only imagine. But we're loving it. We're having a great time, and so we're just happy to be a part of the Anderson County family.
Well, you've done a great job, man. You and the whole staff, but balancing a new baby, being an OC, and knowing the time it takes. It takes a lot of time, to get a practice schedule together and all them things.
Get it done.
That's where I've also, like I mentioned earlier, Coach Branch has been a big help to me during that time, so he's helped me out a lot during that time.
All right, Coach, we're going to come right back here in just a few minutes. We're live tonight at Universal Pizza out here on the Maverick Freeway out here. Come on out here and get you a pizza at Universal Pizza tonight. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2024 Ford Maverick XLT all-wheel drive, $31,990. 23 Ford Expedition 4x4 Limited, $66,590. 2023 Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew 4x4, $47,995. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Welcome back to the Davey Gillum Show. We're live here at Universal Pizza out on the Maverick Boulevard out here. Come out and visit with us right there. It's a busy night. We've got a lot of folks here. We've got some Maverick players back behind us eating there, ready to go. So come out and see these guys. We're joined tonight once again by Coach Gillum and some special guests right here. And Coach Chadwell, our defensive coordinator. Coach Chadwell, thanks again for taking some time out of your busy schedule to come and visit with us. Yeah. Talk a little defense. Coach, I'll tell you, one of the things that sticks out to me the most is in the first half, you had 2 balls inside the 5, two drives inside the 5, and stuff them for a field goal on both drives right there, and easily could have been 14 points.
Yeah, that's a definite big
kids bowed their neck.
Big factor for us. Yeah, you get in there. You know, a lot of times you face adversity and you get down and you don't fight through it. And you got to give credit to our kids. You get in there, 4 downs to go, and they fought through it. Now, Gibbs helped us out a little bit, getting a delay of game and things like that. Yeah. But, I mean, we weren't backing down.
The crowd was loud.
Yeah,
it was
no
creating
doubt.
some issues for them, for sure.
Our guys come to play. Our crowd comes with some energy and,
they
really helps us out. But you got to give credit, Coach Lambert.
I think they came with a little too much energy there at one point. I think the police were up there.
Police had to show up.
Some bells,
quite a few of them up there.
And some other stuff.
Not everybody appreciates our horns.
We have a horn section that's unmatched, and when they bring it to the Knoxville schools, they don't seem to appreciate the horn section.
They really don't. Take the batteries away.
I know they weren't happy with it. And so anyway, besides that, Coach, again, 2 big stops in the first half. Felt like that was a huge difference in their momentum. They came out of the gate right there, hitting on all cylinders with a lot of emotion, and we knew they would. The quarterback was playing fast and getting stuffed right there for a field goal on the first drive, and then we kicked one short, gave them great field position. They go back down the field right there. They're in great field position again. And the defense bows their neck again. You got to be proud. Cody Miller, those guys, Luke Carroll, back end guys, Strickland.
Yeah, you got to give the back end. I mean, you know, because we're going to load a box and make you do what you're uncomfortable doing. And they honestly tried. They tried a couple of times. Obviously, I think we had 3 or 4 interceptions. 4 interceptions. 6 total turnovers. Those guys on the back end, when Waylon Rue playing corner, Evan Pott, Riley Wolfenbarger, and then our safeties. You know, Reese Russell had a phenomenal game, being able to fit in the run game, got himself a pick, and then obviously, you know, Trent Strickland's a quarterback killer. I don't know why people even throw that way, to be quite honest. I mean, it's
if you see 19, throw the other way.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw it that way.
I think Trent's up to 6 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got 6 interceptions.
He does. He's in the leaders on the 5-star.
And then I got to throw out, my nephew Bennett, keeping him out of the end zone with a big pick.
And you know what's great about that is there's a great story that goes with that. That's forever.
Outstanding story.
Forever, there's a story with that. Yeah. We'll talk a little bit about that in a few minutes.
But yeah, then you got to give credit to those guys up front. Taylor Davis creates havoc. I mean, one of those goal line. I don't know if he was touched when he slanted. Luke Carroll and then Jeremy Hall and all those guys. Big Eli Dorton coming in and playing on the edge. He did a great job.
Yeah.
Stephen Powers making some plays. And then you get, when we go 3rd and long down in distance, we bring in a cheetah package, we call it, and Logan Crimpley comes up there on the line of scrimmage. And I just tell you, the thing about Logan is he's got one speed, and you're going to get his best.
You're going to get his best.
He does a great job.
Every time. It don't matter if it's punt return, defense, whatever, kickoff.
One guy I hadn't mentioned because it's his first time really being out on the defensive field for a while is Gabe St. John. Tremendous first game for him.
Yeah, scoops the ball up, gets the ball.
Scoop and score.
I'll tell you, I was surprised.
A lot of negative plays,
I was surprised at the number of balls on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And we came up with all of them, I think.
Well, we missed one.
We missed one.
But, Coach, they're averaging 40-something points a game
at least.
Against the region teams we play and some others, beating Halls in overtime. So, they've had a really good season, really good offense. Quarterback's one of the more dynamic players. But the energy, the kids flying around, and again, they throw the ball a lot, but they completed more balls to us.
I believe so.
Than they did themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that says a lot for the whole defense and the whole game plan and the energy the kids were playing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to give Coach Lambert a ton of credit for, really the personality brings, the intensity he brings. And those guys, like when you get your back against the wall, they're not willing to let it go in because they know, and he coached me as well, so we know the personality he brings and the fierceness he brings to it. And you got to give him credit because he gets those kids ready to roll and ready to play.
Yeah, that was exciting. It sure was, and a great district win again. Undefeated since 2016 season. And just a great run, a historic run, and congratulations on that. Super job.
A lot of great players coming through there. A lot of great players.
No doubt. So let's go back to the Bennett Campbell interception, Coach. There's a little celebration on the sidelines there. So I think it's one of his great friends, Cody Miller, is super excited about the interception by his teammate. They go to celebrate. We got a great Polaroid.
Cody's on the sideline, so he runs to the end zone to do the thing where you pick
chest
the kid
bump
up.
Or something. Yeah,
no, where
you pick him up.
Pick him up like Cabo does.
Yeah.
And
caught the front tooth there on Bennett's face mask.
When Bennett comes
off
down,
goes the tooth. It's out.
And I tell you, that's the thing. One thing you look at that is you put our guys in. Obviously we're up. But the excitement everybody has for each other, just as a team.
I love it.
It's unbelievable that happens. And then have that type of memory. And not only you get a pick,
making Maverick memories.
And your best friend comes out there to celebrate with you, knock his tooth out.
Yeah.
And then now I don't know if everybody's familiar with Dumb and Dumber, but that one plays. They're passing the Lloyd Christmas picture around with the haircut and the tooth
that
missing.
That will definitely make the Christmas card this year.
That ain't the only story on the play. Pre-snap.
Oh yeah.
We're calling zero coverage there, Reese. And they got their best receiver on Bennett, and they're motioning the hound out of him.
Yes, running back and forth.
Yeah.
And Bennett's signaling to the sidelines. Coach Lambert saying, no, get me out of man.
Yeah.
He knows they're trying to go at him.
Yeah.
And Bennett motions across, then motions all the way back. Bennett runs behind the backers, behind the safeties, and then the ball's a little late, and he gets a pick in the end zone.
And gets the pick, man.
Great memory, great moment right there for your family, and just super excited for him. And,
I am too.
That'll be one forever right there, as well as one for Cody forever too. He will have that memory as well when they meet up at their 20-year class reunion.
When
Cody
he gets his crown here in a few
Cody
weeks,
will get a new tooth right there, and we'll be able to share a story on that one. So that's a great victory, and a great night.
Great play, great memory, and that's what high school football, man. That's what it's about.
Yeah,
and as much as Gibbs gets us riled up for running that mouth pregame, it does make some of these games exciting, and it has been a while since our kids have had what you call a big region game that was in question.
Something on the line. Yeah.
And in the pregame, our kids were excited. They had a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
Got a nice stadium.
That
was
Knox County did a great
That was a great entrance.
It cost them a season, but they got a great stadium out of it
nice.
for sure.
Yeah.
Coach, you got two special guests with you here tonight.
Wake up here. I got Bella Grace with me.
Yeah.
And I got Faith. They've been with me at practice today, so Bella's already ready for bed.
She's run a bunch of laps.
Bella, you got anybody you want to give a shout out to before we go to commercial? Huh? I know Faith does. Faith, who you want to give a shout out to?
Mama and Papa.
Yeah, they're watching tonight for
Anybody else?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
You better say your Aunt Deanna.
Your Aunt Deanna?
She's watching too, I would say.
Faith, let me ask you.
A good Christmas gift might be in order if you say that.
Yeah.
Faith, what's your least favorite team we play?
Greenville.
Greenville.
Well, that's a favorite. We're all with you on that one, I think. So the Mavs are going to be playing on Halloween, Coach. How are you going to handle that? We're going to be at Halloween over at South Door. Are you guys going to come over dressed up at South Door?
We're still in negotiations right now.
There's some high-level negotiations
with
going
Tabitha,
on.
my sister. She's wanting to take them trick-or-treating.
Okay.
And Bella says she wants to watch the game.
I love it. I'm with her. I'm with y'all. I'm ready to watch a good football game and ready to see the Mavs back out on the field. And I can stop by and get some candy at Walmart on the way home.
I think me and John David are going to sleep in the car. We're flying to Nebraska. Friday morning about 6.
Congratulations on the Maryland offer a couple weeks ago. That's a big deal for him right there. And then we're heading out to Nebraska Saturday. Really good.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
Good memories. It's been a blessing to get travel and do some things together. You don't know whatever comes out of it, but it's good times while we got them.
Always. Don't forget those, Coach. Looks like we're going to take another quick break right here on the Davey Gillum Show. Once again, we're out here at Universal Pizza out on the Charles Severs Boulevard. Come out here and check us out. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Step up your game in this 2024 F-150 4x4 Super Crew STX, $46,994. 24 Ford Expedition XLT, $59,978. 24 F-250 Crew Cab 4x4 STX, $57,888. Local you trust, performance you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4, $67,950. 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT, $41,950. 2023 Ford Escape ST Line, $28,940. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
All right, welcome back to the Davey Gillum Show. I'm joined again by defensive coordinator John Chadwell and defensive superstar, offensive H-back. Guy does it all, does some PAT, does some kickoff return, does just about anything we need him to do. He gets in and fits in and does a great job, the all-region player, Taylor Davis. Taylor, thanks for joining us today right there. We appreciate you. I know you've got lots of homework to do. We'll make this quick, get you in and out of here so you can get back to your studies.
Yes, sir.
Coach Chow, we'll talk a little bit about Taylor and what he brings to the table defensively. We mentioned him just a few moments ago, but game in and game out, this guy brings it. He's got energy, he's got fight, and it spreads to his teammates. It's fun for me to watch.
It is. He's a game wrecker, and I think when you go turn on our film, probably our opponent's first guy they're looking at defensively, especially from that defensive front, is Taylor, just because he can create so much havoc.
Yeah.
And they've said that. I got a friend over at West, and he said, man, we were worried about number 0. He's just resilient and plays with tremendous effort, physical, don't care who it is in front of him, how big they are in front of him, it doesn't matter to him.
Yeah.
And he's ready to go. I think he gets that honest, because I've heard his mom a couple times in the stands. But I'm glad he's on our side, and he makes tremendous plays. And just, he wants to make that big splash, and he just a lot of times it happens for us. If I can get him reined in a little bit more on us doing his job consistently, we'll definitely be better off. But it's hard because you don't want to slow him down, because he's got that type of game changing ability.
Yeah, Taylor, a lot of study going into the Gibbs game right there. You guys did a super job up front, stopping their run game right there, and again, like Coach Chadwell said, making them do some things they weren't great at. And how'd you feel about that game going into it? Were you a little nervous? We put a lot of energy and time into it, and we gave you all a little bit of nerves with how this game was going to go and the energy that was going to be at that field.
Right, which just normal, other than normal pregame jitters and nerves. I mean, it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was a business trip. Had a solid game plan going into it defensive-wise. We knew what they had, what they didn't have, and what they was going to do. It's the same thing they were in all year. They go outside zone, then they take a shot, and then sometimes they're just going to try to see if they can sneak the quarterback up the field or running back dive action. And they have me and Jeremy Hall just on the edges, the tight end, and their H-back would come and just try to log and get around and get to the outside backer, but I took on the tight end and then would take him through the H-back, which let up players like Gabe and Trent and all them to come off the edge and
I think created a couple of those fumbles right there, just doing those things right there. They made it a little personal this summer, and we went 7-on-7 with them. They had a great team, had a great season. How fun is it to know you finished an 8th region championship in a game like that where it mattered and they were good, and they had some things on the field that were going to make it tough on us? How does it make you feel to continue that legacy and to hold that standard? And we talk about it throughout from January to even today, holding the standard that's been set by the guys before you. And
especially coming in from freshman year, it's felt like if we go below that standard, that we should be scared, because it's something that's been set and it gets better and better and better every single day.
Those guys were seniors when y'all were freshmen.
Sully, Zach,
Garrison, Thor, those guys just led that team.
They just held us.
Faced adversity, lost a quarterback in the middle of the season right there, and still held the standard. It means a lot. And y'all saw that, you saw how they responded to it, and you all came and did the very same thing. Faced some a little adversity right there with a team that's 8-0 and scoring a ton of points and got a lot of confidence at their place, and you go over there for a region championship and they don't score a touchdown.
No. I mean,
really great.
It was lights out all night. Did really great job on all of our assignments. Beginning of the game, first 2 drives, we missed some things which put them in field goal range. Which I give it to them. They have an amazing kicker. He does a great job. He's a really good kicker. I feel like if we would have done just a couple more things on some big plays that they had doing our assignments wise, that we would have skunked them. They wouldn't have had anything.
Coach Shell touched on this a minute ago about being able to look on the sidelines and see a stoic face that has a standard too, and that you don't want to let that guy down. It doesn't matter if we're on the 1-yard line or if we're out at the 45-yard line. When you look over and you see that stoic face sitting over there looking at you, and he's barking those orders. Talk a little bit about that. Coach Lambert does he has done it for a long time. And, some guys will do this 10, 12, 15 years. This guy's been in it a long time. And he's coaches the same ways that he coached when he had Coach Chadwell. He's the same guy. When I first met him in 2000,
he's hardcore.
The same guy.
Oh yeah.
So it's a real treat for me to get to be beside him.
He came in my sophomore year, the year we won state.
Yeah.
I created a really good bond with him. Just immediately hit it off. I love his style of coaching. He's going to keep you humble, but at the same time, he's going to let you know when you do something good, but he's going to break you back down and let you know that you haven't made it and you still have work to be done.
Right.
A lot of people don't know this, but early on junior season, last year, early spring, high motor, like I've always been, but just wasn't getting assignments down as fast as I needed to. And Coach Lambert, he didn't even tell me this, so it was Coach Gillum had come up to me and said that Coach Lambert fought for me, said that he saw something inside of me. So we've always had that really close bond, and he's pushed me to be the best that I can be. So I want to be the best for him because he's put a lot into me, so I want to give it back in return.
Yeah, awesome. Coach offered this week Point in Georgia,
and then Faulkner.
Exciting. And Faulkner as well. Two offers this week for a guy with a motor, undersized guy,
and Mount St. Joseph.
A guy that 3 offers. Way to go!
Sir.
And there again, an undersized guy. We all know those guys. There's great stories all throughout college football of undersized guys with a motor.
Oh yeah.
And you have that. I've said it from the beginning. I love watching you play. It's fun. I love tracking your data on your helmet because you always have it. When we get the data back on Taylor Davis, we know he hits with his helmet a lot.
Yeah, he's been in a battle.
Yeah, we know he's getting his money's worth out of that helmet because we get the data off of it, and it's a treat for me to watch that and chart it and graph it, and I'll let you see it sometime. It's really great.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, congratulations on a great season.
Thanks,
congratulations on your offers. We got a lot of work to do coming up. We got.
Oh yeah. We definitely got a lot of ball ahead of us.
Right there.
Have to have it.
Exciting with your region championship, Coach. You're guaranteed 3 home games. If you take care of business, you will have the 3 rounds at home, and we will travel for the 4th round. Got to be excited about that.
Oh yeah, I'm ecstatic. Reminded me a lot of sophomore year. Just seeing the process and what it took to do all those things, and I feel like we have a really good team, and it's something that we can definitely get to that point. But it's getting to that point. It's not staying content where we're at. It's doing the little things and getting better at each and little assignment that we can get better at, and just always improvement.
Buddy, you've done a great job. Thank you. Appreciate you. I know you got lots of homework. You got to get home and get started on that. You're a great student too, so go home and do some homework. I know you will. It's great to see you. We're going to bring Trent Strickland on. Trent is a newly nominated Mr. Football candidate right there. We're glad to have Trent on the show, Coach, and I'll say this: it's earned. The Mr. Football offer right there is earned, and you've done a great job this season. Just doing it across the board, offense, defense, special teams. You do all 3 phases right there and do it at a high level. Coach, talk a little bit about Trent on defense.
Yeah, I
could get an encyclopedia out
what
there
can
to
you
read
say?
the whole thing.
You pretty much said it. It is at
Uncle
a high
Trent.
level. Yeah, Uncle Trent. It is a high level, all 3 phases of the game, and just. Again, like I said, I don't know why people even look that way in the pass game, but what you don't realize is, versus all these big teams, is he's getting off block and making tackles.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it's big linemen coming at him, and he ain't backing down from anybody.
Sometimes secondary guys don't want to do that.
Yeah,
That's not their favorite.
And, they're like,
Trent, I think you enjoy that.
I'm a 7-on-7 player.
Yeah.
He ain't a 7-on-7 player.
No, he's not.
He's going to bring it, and it's just unbelievable to see. And, I again, like, whether you run it his way, whether you pass it his way, he ends up at the end of the day, he makes you pay for it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm glad he's on our side.
I got to ask this question, Trent. We watched it a minute on film. We were talking about the interception right there, one of the interceptions, the one that I guess almost like you baited him, like you were going to go on the swing. You baited him on purpose because you knew he was going to read that. He was going to give you the shoulder here and throw it back there.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I didn't think that was a bait when I saw it. I thought, oh no, how he got back in on that interception, I'll never know.
Well, what's funny is he does it in practice too. He's a great competitor in practice.
Oh, that's the thing. That not only is he like he's athletically gifted, but his mind's a weapon as well.
The catches he made today in practice, I'm watching him today. I'm like, that's unbelievable.
Mentally, he's like, that mind's a weapon. He understands some things that you can't teach.
Yeah, I think his brother taught him that.
Brad Strickland.
Yes, was a great football player.
He wasn't big on defense, so he's a big offense guy.
Trent would tackle you. Brad would tackle you. He wouldn't tackle you like you tackle me. He would tackle you. He'd get you on the ground one way or the other.
He didn't like the head. I know he didn't like the head. He's kind of soft.
That wasn't his cup of tea.
I'll say this. So I was on the offensive side of the ball all the time. That dude, still one of my favorites to the day because he deserved as a wide receiver to be a guy that you go to. It wasn't necessarily our offense, and he denied self and became a tremendous blocker, and it ended up creating huge plays in that passing game. He could have been a receiver that caught 80 whatever footballs, but he gave of himself and created it all about the team. And again, that's still what you want to see. And really, Trent does the same thing. I mean, it's just like he doesn't necessarily care. Like, he's got great numbers, but it's not about it. It's about him being the best every play for his team, and that's what you want to see.
You know, and then do it on offense, do it on defense, and then we ask you to punt.
I like punting. I always know how to punt.
And I'll just say this too: if Trent wasn't punting, he would be deep snapping because he's better at that than he is punting.
I probably am. I would agree on that.
Reese Russell's done a great job stepping in right there, giving you some good snaps. And you've done a great job fielding some snaps and getting the ball out of there, being athletic right there, and understanding time and space, and understanding where people are, and getting the ball away from them and getting the ball out of there. And if we get a big rush, you get it out. I don't ever have a worry that you're not going to take care of the ball back there, so that's fun too.
Yes, sir. It is fun. I love it.
Yeah. Congratulations again on a great senior season so far. We got some work to do. I know you're excited about that.
It's not over yet. We still got a lot. We got to stay humble.
I asked Taylor just a minute ago about, what about, how does it feel to be an 8-time region champ and to know that you held the standard when sometimes, again, we went into a huge environment, an undefeated team scoring 40 points a game, a lot of energy. To win that game has got to be special for you.
Oh, it was unbelievable. It was awesome. Credit to Gibbs. I liked their new stadium. It was really nice. They brought it out.
I did. Good job.
I think we set the tone in the second half.
Yeah.
And I think we deserve it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that second half when they dropped back to pass and you did bait the guy and got that it kind of took their heart a little bit.
Backbreaker for sure, no doubt. Well, Trent, thanks again. I know you are very studious. You got a great GPA right there. You got a lot of work to do. I'm sure you got some homework right there. Waylon, we're going to bring you up next if you'll come up.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you, Trent.
See you.
Man, another Mr. Football candidate. We've got 2 or 3. We got 2 of the 3 on the show tonight. Waylon LaRue.
Don't blink or you're missing.
Yeah, don't blink or Waylon will be in and out of here, and you won't see him or catch him. They've tried that the last 8 games and have failed. And so, Waylon, congratulations on a great season. Legacy player, your dad played for us. How special is that to share this with your dad?
It's pretty cool. You get to go home every night and go and compare the stats with each other.
Yeah.
And, look back at it. And then
he knows his stats.
He does.
Do they get better every year?
Yeah, and he's taught me a couple moves here and there, like that spin move that happened
spin move was
on
I thought
Friday.
Maybe Lane, your little brother, taught you.
No, my dad taught me that one. So
Lane looks
credit
like
to him
he's
for
got
that.
a little spin move to him right there.
Yeah, he does.
We're excited to see Lane go through the program as well. Lane's a freshman. How special is it to get to share that with him? We spent a Saturday together down at UTC this weekend, and you guys got to spend a Saturday game day visit down there together. It's a special time right there.
Yeah, not a whole lot of siblings, or even if you have a sibling, you get to share that moment with them, and being able to share that with somebody that I've grown up with basically my whole life has been. It's a special thing,
Because Joe, I noticed when Lane has gotten the ball a few times on Friday nights, his biggest fan is right there.
There's no doubt about it.
Waylon is going crazy on the sidelines cheering his brother on, and that says a lot about your character and your care for your brother.
Yeah, I try running down there with him and see if he can catch one loose or something, get going.
It's exciting to watch you play right there. We talked to the last 2 guys, talked to you a little bit too. How special was it? And well, I want to ask you this question too when we finish. How special was it to continue the standard after you saw the 2021 guys do it, the 2022 guys did it, the 2023 guys did it. You held the standard. Another undefeated region title for your team.
You know, what I noticed out of all the classes is that they worked really hard and they had very good chemistry with each other, and that's something something we've been trying to work on as a whole, like a group, as us seniors. We've been trying to keep the chemistry right, and we care for each other and we love each other, and you know, if one goes down, we're all going down together. You know, we stay as a team, we play as a team, we practice as a team.
The second part of that question is, and will you always remember Bennett Campbell's interception in the end zone?
Yeah. I think the part after is what I remember the most.
The 80 years on the earth that you have, will you always remember that interception?
Yeah, the part after was the funniest. Seeing Cody's tooth.
It's the best. I can't quit thinking about it. It's so fun, and I'll always remember it for every time I see Bennett from now on, and basically every time I see Cody from now on, I'm going to think about that tooth gone in the movie.
Yeah, Lloyd Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Cody's tooth is fixed now,
it's
so that's
fixed.
It's.
But we have a great Polaroid of it out.
Yeah.
So we'll always have that. That may make the Christmas card this year when the Mavericks send one out.
That'll be
awesome. Sure. Well, you've had a great season. 1,000. Golly, I'm trying to think. Let's see. 1,269 yards, 16 touchdowns. Some guys will have that in their career. You've had it in a season, and we're not done yet.
No, we're not done. But you know, at the end of the day, you got to give credit to the offensive line. You can't do nothing without those guys.
We got one coming up here in just a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Luke Carroll, absolutely.
That's what we love. He's back in the back. You see him back there.
Yeah.
We see you eating.
And then
keep eating, buddy.
You know, the perimeter blocking as well. Like, it's unbelievable how great our teammate, how great of teammates I have. I mean, the perimeter blocking's there too. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Even when they call it back.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's there.
It's still there. Yeah. It's hard to get blocking on the perimeter, Coach. I won't let you get on there and start fussing about that and get you started.
Start talking about pass interference.
Great season. Continue to work hard. Continue to practice hard. Continue to give your best effort for your little brother so he can see you go out on top right there. Exciting times, Waylon. We're going to let you get back home and get back on your studies. Look forward to seeing you Thursday night. All right. You ready to get up here, Luke? We got Luke Carroll up here. Luke's been leading the way for Waylon and blocking them up right there for Landon to get the ball off right there. Big Luke Carroll. Luke, thanks so much for joining us on the show tonight. Glad you got in here in time to get something to eat. I was worried you were going to miss out on the food, but we knew better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations on a great win. Coach, talk just a little bit about what it is. You won a first region title in your 4-year career. You won your first region title. Congratulations on that. How's that feel?
Feels pretty good. Job's not done. That's like, it's kind of just the expectation we've had with everything is we've just kept looking forward. Like every win we've had, it's 48 hours and just get back to work. Like,
yes, sir.
Enjoyed it for 48 hours.
Coach Chavel maybe say that.
Coach Lambert all day.
Coach Lambert.
I'm trying to celebrate those longer. I've been in it long enough.
I want to hold on to them.
I'm holding on to that thing.
I know on Saturday morning, as soon as I get that huddle notification, I'm right back on the next week though. So yeah, congratulations on a great start to a great season right there. We got lots of work to do. What's the takeaway from Friday night at Gibbs? What are you going to remember from that game right there? I know you almost had a fumble you were going to pick up, and I've seen some emotion out of you, but I saw some emotion out of you right there. You're a little upset.
Were you going to score?
I was going to score.
Yeah, Coach Gill made a great face over there. It looked just like you. Yeah.
It might not look like it, but I did play 7-on-7, and I was fast. I was a ball hawk.
Make some plays there.
I was a ball hawk.
I'm going to give you credit.
Maybe there's an opportunity. We'll talk to Coach
Drop
Gillum.
me back into coverage.
When we get you on the offense there, maybe we put you in at H and get you the ball maybe this year. You never know.
You've been at H. You just don't have that eligible number.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe the fumble risky.
You get a hook and ladder guy.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe take an extra one out there and put it on him right there in the last part and let him get a carry right there. Would be exciting. I'd love to see that.
But probably ran a little counter and we just go about 20-yard line.
Squared the guy up.
Yeah.
I think I remember that play.
Yeah, my technique was a little shoddy, but it looked pretty good still.
I don't think it felt good on him.
Nah.
Yeah, not good right there. Coach, talk about Luke on defense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say, like, I don't think people appreciate how hard it is to play up front on both sides of the ball because it's a battle every single snap, and the energy and effort and relentlessness that he plays with is unbelievable. Really, on both sides of the ball, he's just so strong and powerful.
Yeah,
he can take you and really block. Shed a block, get off a block, make a play, and really, if he wants to just drive you back, there's a lot of times, if we just say, got a kill call, even kill, where he's coming at the guards. He's going to knock that guard back about 3 yards.
It's fun.
And, you know, he just does a tremendous job. And again, you know, the thing I say about this team is they, like Waylon said, they care about one another, and they play that way.
Yeah.
And Luke plays that way. And it's impressive to see.
Luke, give a quick shout out. We're going to transition Coach Gillum on here, and we're going to get some pick'ems done right there. Give a quick shout out.
Duke Carroll, little brother.
All right.
Awesome.
I look forward to seeing Duke. Thanks. Appreciate you coming out. You got lots of work to do. I'm going to let you get back to your homework right there. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see you doing your homework after school right there. Great job. Appreciate you coming on, buddy. Thanks again.
Luke.
Coach Gillum, head back up. Let's get the pick'em going right there. Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the chair. I don't know if you saw that chair or not. All right. Coach, we got the pick'em contest, a big one over in Knoxville, West at Powell. Who you got, Coach?
Golly, it's a tough one. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to go Powell Panthers on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree. After playing them both, Powell's just overall probably a little more dangerous.
Better offensively.
Yeah, I'm going West. I think they got some stuff they got something to them right there over at West. They've won it. They've beaten Powell, and I think they've got that streak on them right there. So I'm going to go West. Central at Halls. Another 5A matchup.
That's tough.
That is a tough one.
I'm going to take Central.
I did not expect Halls and West to be. I know there were some turnovers in the game, but I did not
5 turnovers,
expect that
I
to be
think, in
that
that
close.
game.
Halls has got a pretty good quarterback, Roddy Rogers out there, receiver.
Yeah.
They spread them out in some empty and run around, but I think Central speed may neutralize some of that.
I think Central does have some athleticism.
Okay.
I'll go Central as well.
Okay, Dave. Central. I'm going Central as well. Bobcats. Oak Ridge travels up the road to Campbell County.
Say that's probably a shellacking.
Yeah, Wildcats.
Say Oak Ridge big.
Yeah, definitely Wildcats.
I'm going. It's a threesome. We're all together on this so far, except for the Powell West right here. Sullivan East at Northview.
I'm going to take Northview. We've got a dangerous quarterback, a couple of pieces. Probably who we're going to see first round.
I would say, yeah, and I do think that quarterback, he looks to be a pretty good, pretty solid quarterback. He can definitely run. He's got a good throwing motion.
Yeah.
Transferred in. He's a Catholic.
Yeah.
Some big kids.
Yeah. Coach, that's a little bit of playoff implication right there. If Northview were to not do well that night and get beat, and Granger were to win, Granger's the 4th place team, and they're coming to Maverick Lane.
Do you know who Granger's playing?
I don't. Brad, do you know who Granger's playing? I think it is a Volunteer or Cherokee or something like that.
Seems like it may be Volunteer.
Yeah, let's go to the next one while we wait. Maryville at Farragut. Maryville at Farragut.
I'd say that's a blowout.
Rebels.
I'm going Rebels too. The machine keeps it going even after a loss.
That is a rivalry, so sometimes it's closer than you think. But
yeah. E-Town, they host Greenville or do they go? Is it at E-Town? I think they go to Greenville.
I'm not sure.
I think it's at Greenville. Who you got, Coach?
Green Devils.
Green Devils.
Yeah, I wish they both could lose, but I think Greenville's probably overall the better team there.
I'm sure they're watching this show. They'll see that. Clinton at Heritage. Another 5A battle right there.
You know, this one is interesting. I think
go either way.
Heritage does a good job.
They'll strike.
They're going to score. Heritage is going to score. Heritage is going to have trouble guarding Maddox.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can see this being a high-scoring game, but I'm going to take Heritage.
Yeah.
I believe I'll take Heritage as well. I was impressed with how they played.
Yeah, me too. I'm going Heritage. Carter at Seymour for 4th place in the region, Coach. If you can get that,
I think Carter's just a little too athletic. I think Seymour systematically maybe a little bit better, but not enough to compensate for the speed.
Yeah, I'm going Carter.
Okay, I'm going to go Carter too. I think Seymour, if they run the football at them right there and keep the ball away from them, they give them a little bit of a fit and make it a little closer game.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Carter as well. For 2nd place in the region. Gibbs at Fulton.
You know, it'd be interesting how Gibbs responds. You know, they put a lot of stock in that game with us.
Yeah.
Probably to a fault.
Yeah.
Made the whole season about that one game, and then really took it on the chin. So, you know, you're going to see how they respond from that. And the quarterback got beat up pretty good. You know, so Fulton's dangerous.
They are. They're fast. Did you see the run that the back made to finish the game last week at Carter? Just right up the middle and just see you later.
Yeah.
They can go.
With about a minute left in the game, he just housed it.
I could see that being a high-scoring game, but I think I'm going to take Gibbs.
Okay.
I'm going Falcons.
Okay. All right. The Dirty Birds.
The Dirty Birds.
All right.
You think they're flat out better, or just after the gut punch gives?
I think there might be a little letdown, and then I think some of the athleticism from Fulton.
Yeah.
May prove to be
the
better.
thing about this game is, if Gibbs does go down and score on them, Fulton, and we always say this, Fulton just needs one play to
that's
score.
That's the big thing for me. It's
and like
a big
punt return, a kick return.
Yeah. They had 4 positive plays against us and 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns, 4 positive.
That's just all they need, and I just think that those top things right there, I think they're gonna overwhelm Gibbs with the big play, and they take second place in the region, I think.
One thing I will say about Gibbs is logistically, they try to outflank you. So I do think Fulton's going to have to get vertical to get that run game going.
Coach, game Thursday night this week, not Friday night, Thursday night on Halloween. We'll make sure everybody knows that.
It's
a
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock kickoff, and we're going to get over there, and I'm excited about that game. I just want to let everybody know it is Thursday night. It's their game. They get to pick. They pick Thursday night. I think Knox County's Halloween on Friday, so we're going to go over there on Thursday. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, it should be a good game.
Opportunity for lots of our kids, hopefully, to get in there and showcase their skill set.
Yeah, hopefully we get in and play well early.
Yeah. Coach Chow, we got a shout out before we get out of here.
Yeah, I better shout out my wife Deanna, and if I better shout out my mother Cindy, or I'll be in trouble.
I guarantee you. I was going to shout out to her. If you didn't do it, I was going to do it. Thanks for joining us on the Davey Gillum Show. We'll be back live next week. We'll see you then. Great job. Fun.